Pre-order now from Malc's Models, approved stockist of Revolution Train's new TT120 range. Hey guys, Chris here at TT120. I'm on with Holly Bob's, North Norfolk. Fantastic place to be, fantastic weather. We've thoroughly enjoyed going on the North Norfolk Poppy Line Heritage Railway from Holt to Sheringham in a little 1950s DMU, and then coming back in a Mark 1 corridor coach being pulled by a saddle tank engine, all after visiting Smith's model shop to pick up a few TT120 bits. What an excellent day that was. Right, so I wasn't going to do a video this week because obviously I'm on holiday. Mrs. Peachy's not overly happy about it. That's why I'm hiding over here at the back end of the cottage, or cottage garden. But the nice chaps from Modelu got in contact with me and said that they are bringing out some figures that are bespokely made to go with the 08, the TT120 08, and also the Class 43 HST. So now we'll get into that in a minute. Okay. Some problems I have come across. Not having my magnifying glass with its lights on means I can't work inside. So I couldn't really see what I was doing, so I had to go outside and see what I was doing, but it was 30 degrees, so the paint started going off quickly. It was an absolute nightmare. So I haven't videoed all the process, a bit more of a sort of beginning and end, really. You kind of get used to, it's strange how much you kind of get used to what you've got in your workshop, and then you take it outside and you think, oh, hang on, this is not working how I'd normally do it. Also, I've got the tripod for my camera. So I've been trying to film with my iPad, which is what we're on now. And it's face-to-face like this, it's nice and crisp. But the other way around, and you're trying to work around the iPad, it's a much lower quality. So it's like the opposite to the phone where you have... Anyway, doesn't matter. Should we have a look at the bits and bats? I'll see you at the end. New from Westall Wagon Works, the workshop inspection pits, short and long. And don't forget to use TT120 at checkout to claim your 5% on all online TT120 orders. Okay, so 3 sets from Modelu. You've got the 48 to 68, which is good for your blue and your green. Then you've got your 68 to 96, which is good for your blue and possibly your red DB. And then this more modern one, which is better for the red and for the GBRF, more modern 08s. Now they haven't got the graphics yet, but here's the good drivers for pretty much, they cover all of the HST class 43s. 2 drivers, so you can put one either end. I think it's the same dude. Now I'll fast forward a lot of this cleaning up, but let me just point out that these guys for the HSTs already come in their chairs. There you go, I'll zoom in. And what we'll do is in a bit, when we get to the end of the painting, we'll do a little fitting thing and I'll show you how to remove a chair from a Class 43, how to pop these things back in. Good thing about the Class 08s, whilst this is happening, is they all come with like a driver, and I'll show you how to get into the cab of a Class 08. But they also come with a driver's mate with his unhooking pole. Now in the older one, in this first one, there's a guy holding a pole, and there's plenty of images online. Here's one. But they all come with a lamp and a pole as an extra, in case you break that one. In this case, it's the older type gas lamp. In the other 2 cases, they have a more modern lamp. But like I said, we'll fast forward through a lot of this, and then we'll get into a little bit of painting. Now, when I start painting, I always go with the lighter colours first. So invariably a little bit of flesh or a light buff for the skin. And then I'll go and do the white shirts and Also the white that I'm then going to paint fluorescent over the top of to give that freshness to the fluorescent. Now at this point I realised I was really struggling with trying to actually see what I'm doing and also have it in front of camera. So I took it outside, where I then struggled with the fact that the stuff was drying on my brush. But here are the results. Here's my dudes. I didn't have my whole kit with me, so they're not all completely washed down, but I think the level of detail is fine enough for this little video, but I'll probably go back over a few of these. I want to put some low lights back into them in the right places. But I think let's get on with fitting the first driver in the Class 43. They're the easiest. Little chap pops off nice and easily. You can see there's a little peg at the bottom. And I won't, I've already taken the screws out of the Class 43, so it's an easy enough pull off. A little bit of easing here and there, and we'll just take it out from the back. Boom, boom, boom. Now I've got a Stay Alive stuck in the back of mine, so I'm not going to completely remove the body. But what we will do to make it easy, although you can just go in there and break these things off, I don't want to do that. I want to show you how to do it properly, so that if you ever really want to, if you want to sell these things on and you want to keep the driver, or you just want to take it back to its original, send it back to Hornby for whatever reason, we'll show you actually how to take these seats out. Right, so first job is get yourself a little, there's two little screws that hold this little blue driver cab detail unit in. So we'll whip those out. First one and second one, put them safely. It lifts off quite easily, and then the LEDs for the front, that whole unit just slides off. There's a couple of little pegs that it's, so just ease that off. It's not glued, and there's the whole unit. Dun dun dun. And then all we're going to do is I'm just going to poke the. You can just obviously pull these off, but I like to give it a little bit of assistance. Oh, hang on. And we will get the little screwdriver in the end of there and just poke that off. Now the reason why we're doing this is the actual seat. There's two reasons, I guess. It's not quite the right level for the driver, so I'm not quite sure who's doing what here, but certainly Modelu's ones are measured up to work perfectly. And also, of course, it's a lot easier to just replace the man and the seat rather than trying to fit a man into a seat. So that just pops out, bom, bom, bom. There you go. And all I'm going to do to put it back in is put a little bit of black tack in the bottom and stick him in place. And there you go. Done. Now, to put it back in, it's just a simple reversal of what we were doing earlier. I'll zoom in so you can see what we're up to, and just show you that he's got his hand on the regulator there. Obviously, you can super glue that in place. I'm just black tacking mine for now. Pop the screws back in. Bum, 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 bum. Put the body back together. Here we go. Nose in first. Make sure you don't catch any wires. I won't show you the screwing it back together again, but there he is. Who's in here? A little guy. Now, when it's lit up, I don't have any track with me on holiday, but I reckon he's going to stand out really well. So I'm looking forward to actually doing this to all of my Class 43s, all six, 3 Locos, but obviously 6 engines. And there he is, a bit of a close-up on him. There are people who can do better detail work, but at this scale, with my eyesight, this is as good as you get. Right, so on to the 08s now. These should be fun. Now, all of the 08 crew packs come with a crew member which suits the outside of the Loco. This is my all dolled up blue 08, so I won't be taking this one apart. certainly not here on holiday. I'm going to put a crew member inside it, but another day. For this one, I'm just going to replicate the images from Modelu's website, stick a little bit of black tack on the bottom of the steps and stand a man where he would be. Now I've got a new red 08 which I'm going to show you how to get into the cab of. On the steps, I'm in two minds about which pack to use. Both of them are wearing high vis to a certain extent, and they do seem to work well on the sides or hanging off the Loco. These are decisions I'm going to make when I get home and I've got my magnifying glass and I'm happy with the paint job. I'm not gluing any of these guys on until I've actually gone back over with paint to get them exactly to the standard that I want them. But we do have a nice little driver here, and I'm going to pop them inside. So I think what I want to do first of all is show you, after you've taken the 4 screws out, how to get this bottom piece off. Now when you look at the underside of this, you'll see there's 2 components. There's a base plate and there's the sort of main detail in black. Be careful of the 2 little black dots because they are the bottoms of the chairs that are in there. So you don't want to pop them out. They're of no consequence. Now this is my 4th 08, and the other 3, this was barely glued on at all, and they just fell out. So you have to go in there and tease them a little bit along those seam lines. Sorry that a lot of my scalpeling is off of, but there you go. Get you in there with a scalpel and work yourself around until eventually, pop, there she goes, flying across the room. And also there's the black pieces come off of as well, but it's not a big issue. It all kind of glues back nicely. As you can see, it's a nicely detailed little area where you can put some guys. If you wanted to have a guy coming out the window, you could pop the windows out and you could cut an arm off, and you could actually remove one of the seats so that it's an easier fit to get the man inside there. Me, I'm going to put all this together just with the guy looking through the back window. So I shall glue the guy into the corner, and then you'll be able to see it. There he is. Ta-da! Glue him to the corner, and then you should be able to see him. I took him outside for a bit of sunshine, so you can see him through the window. When I've got lights inside here, that will also highlight him. But I think the rest of the guys, I'm probably going to do something with windows and have them hanging out. I just didn't have enough kit with me when I come out on holiday. You also notice the cab hasn't been completely screwed down because I haven't screwed the body back together again. Now into response, I'm doing this to show you how to find TT120. So you go to the scale options and then you scroll down and you go to the custom scale, pick the 1/120th TT scale at the top there, and then all you've got to do is add it to the basket, and just when you click on the basket, just check. There you go. Couldn't be easier. Hey guys, I hope you like some of that stuff. I really like the HST Crews. I'm going to put one either end, even though you wouldn't have one either end. It's just that I don't know. Should I put one either end? I don't know. I might put one either end. I suppose it all depends. When I build a big layout, they'll predominantly only go one direction anyway. So maybe I won't bother. Or maybe I will. I don't know. If you black tack them in, they're easy enough to remove, aren't they? The 08 guys, I like the fact that you can have, you've got a choice of options, whether you could even, you can quite happily put some modern guys, like those that pack in the middle. They look like modern guys who are a bit scruffier, the sort of chaps you might find on the Heritage Railway. So they could go on your 08, whatever kind of period you think they're running. But anyway, listen, the Modelu stuff I think is great. It's great fun to paint if you can see it. But hopefully you'll have as much fun with it as I do. Right, you guys take care. Don't forget to which way round do we go, Jim? Like and subscribe, or like and subscribe? I don't know. It's all weird looking at yourself while you're filming. Right, take care, guys. Cheery, bye.
And that's all there is to tell. I'll be on my way now, sir. I've got urgent business in the south. I have to meet a man at Mobile Junction.